Welcome back to the Hump Day Report here on Wednesday, the day after the what they had yesterday, the elections, and wow, I hope that I don't be hearing no more campaign ads. I done got sick of them. I don't know about y'all. Anyway, and the main thing I was focused on, and that we have something exciting, or not so exciting, but something terrible coming our way Thursday, and that's a doggone hurricane of all things. Now, they predicting we're going to get 50 to 75 mile an hour winds way up here in South Georgia. I don't know. I hope they're wrong, but we done been through that junk with Hurricane Michael. Farmers is out gathering their crops. Most of them's gathered. They still a lot of cotton that ain't been picked. Pecan trees that need shaking and gathering. Bad thing is, normally we have a cold spell come and knocks all the leaves off the trees by now, but we hadn't had no cold weather at all. In fact, it's about 60 degrees out there now, but we got a 17 mile an hour wind to 30 mile an hour gust right now. Very cloudy, but we got a lot of leaves on the tree, and that puts, when we got leaves on the pecan tree and we got wind coming, that puts us in danger of trees blowing over, because pecan trees' roots don't tap way down in the ground. They spread out from the tree that way. Usually, whenever you see the tree ball up at the top, which them trees are tall, I mean huge around here. You can't even reach around them, they so big. But the roots all go out, and everyone that blows over pulls a big hunk of earth up in the air with it, and roots will be sticking out. And they're about as tall as the tree was. And I've seen that happen when Hurricane Michael come. We actually had some people that lost entire pecan orchards, but they was not so many leaves on the trees that year. That's been 4 or 5 years ago. We had a little cold snap that took the leaves off. This year we hadn't, so the trees are full of leaves and full of pecans, which also make it heavy and all. So we're going to be keeping an eye on that. I'm going out today, because we're supposed to get 3 or 4 inches of rain out of this thing, and Lord, I need the rain bad. I hope it. We got a fish pond down the road from us nearby dry. My pond's very low, and it's spring fed, but the spring done quit springing, so we need rain everywhere. I hear the Mississippi River's drying up, which that's a bad thing too. And just crazy year. That's all I got to say, folks. And wintertime, but then right in front of it, they said Monday. Now, how about this? After the hurricane comes through Thursday and Friday, Monday, I was watching local weather this morning, WALB 10. Monday, we got freeze warning out. Now, how about that one? We going from 85 to 90 degree weather back down below 32. So, go figure. Yesterday, I actually went out and picked bell pepper again, and pretty good size. And actually, I looked at my squash, which I thought we did have one frost one time, and it turned them, the leaves all turned black, and I chopped a lot of them off, but they growed some leaves back, and by golly, I've got flowers blooming on my squash, and I've seen the honeybees doing their thing. So they don't know whether it's fall, spring, winter, or summer. It feels like, actually it feels like spring out there to me, but you know, that's fixing to change Monday into fall and cool weather. Alright, we're going to have us a little lap steel lesson. If you what we're going to be talking about today is pinching. Pinch, pinch, pinch. I'm going to reach over with my fingers, and of course I got a pick. I'm going to show you. I hold my pick, and oh, by the way, this is something else somebody asked me about. I use these Dunlap nylon picks. I don't like them cellulite picks. They got an old poppy sound. Listen. You hear how smooth that sounds? Kind of ain't much different than my fingernail. See? Alright, so that's just the pick I prefer. Now, I've got metal picks you put on your finger. I get them tangled up and they go flying off all over the room, but I do use my fingers like. Now, when I say pinch, what I want to show you is I'm going to do it open. I'm pulling up, kind of like, I'm pinching and pulling up, and I'm muting back down with my palm. Here. But I use my bar and slide in for the effects of. And then I'm pinching on number 2 and 3 string right here. I'm tuning open E, in case you wondering. But now, what I like to do is, and that goes from pinching from string 1 and 2, skipping back towards me, just 1 string, and I'm hitting strings 3 and 4 now. Hear how it sounds? See how that affect this? Or I do. That's a reverse. And I'm skipping back again. And sometimes it goes like this. And then now what I'm doing there is a banjo roll. And then I'm raking across. And I'm pulling up my bar to give it a mute. Leave it down, let it ring out, and then come back. And see how pretty that sounds? All right, let's practice it one more time. Pull up and skip. Keep it simple. Go down to the C, that's a G. Now what I did there, that's a pause technique without the picking. I could go, but instead I went. Now I'll hit the C before I slid into that D. And that's just some of the techniques that you'll have to work out, and you get your fingers and it's all coordination between this hand and that hand. It's like that. See, I picked it that time. Now that's another one I like. And I just rake across, but I put more pressure on them first 2 strings than the last one. Then I pull up with my fingernail. I did a slant. When I pulled up, I just went. I didn't strike the string until I got to the B position. But practice bouncing. And slide it back. Trying to play it slow enough so you can follow along. Alright, spring skipping. And sometimes you'll see me go. All the way across. That's something you can practice. Another one of my skip techniques that you'll see me playing a lot is I'll hit strings 1 and 3, and then I hit number 2 and 4. And go across by skipping. Instead of pinching the 2, skip the 1 in the center. Just a different sound for different style and different music. And that's the way I do a lot of my slants. By skipping, don't hit that second string, just the first and the third. And that's on a couple songs that we got. And I forgot the name of them. Something about your possessions or something. And I have to give it that. And the way you do that, you can do it without a slant or with. Or and what that is voicing your lap steel. Let it talk. Speak to me, son. 'Cause if you didn't, you rhythm. That's the way I do. A lot of times I'll get in here and create a rhythm trap just by. Playing on them 4 top or bottom strings, whatever you want to call them, but your big strings. You could rapid play it if you was playing them faster. Going from a G to A flat, B flat. Just different style, and change up your picking, change up your bar movement, but that sound. All right, I'm doing this to help y'all out there become better players, and I hope that I am helping somebody. Give me a thumbs up if I am, and I appreciate you stopping by today. I'm gonna get outside in just a minute and get ahead of this rain and terrible wind. I got to tie we got these big trash cans that we have to roll out by our road. They picked them up yesterday, which that's a good thing. They empty. Got one at my mother's house, but I'm gonna go out there with I got some parachute cord rope, and I'm gonna tie them all to our decks, our porch. Mama's got a ramp, walkway, but anyway, I'm gonna tie them down so they don't blow over. Even though whenever the hurricane come, it like tore the lid off of it was going bam, 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 and I finally got smart and went out there and I tied the lid down, and I'll probably tie the lids down tomorrow, because the hurricane's supposed to hit us on Thursday night, what I'm understanding. So, anyway, then I got to go out there and make sure all my flower pots and planters are stacked in the barn good and tight. If there's any of them that's not got dirt in them, I'm going to put them way back in the barn and throw a piece of metal in them, because, I got metal out there everywhere. I collect all kind of junk, little steel parts, and if I find a piece of steel or a chain laying somewhere, I'll pick it up and bring it home, or I'll put it in the barn, because I weld and make stuff, and you can't have enough metal when you weld it and making stuff. In fact, I got to put some hooks on the front of my backhoe soon, and I'm thinking about putting one of those thumbs on the bucket, because you can reach down and grab stuff and pick it up and put it over here. I think that's what I want to do, and I've been looking at them on the internet. You can buy them for $200 or $300, but I'm gonna try to find a pattern and maybe build one. I don't know. I got a welder and a metal cutter and a drill press and all that good stuff. All right, well, I've yacked enough. I want to thank you for coming by. If you're not subscribed, right down there in the little red square box, please subscribe, and I hope everybody stays safe. And I'm watching the hurricane. I know it's going to be bad in Florida because it's coming out of the Atlantic Ocean, which is weird. You would think it'd go straight across Florida, like this is Florida. You would think it'd go across, but here's the Atlantic Ocean right here. It's coming in and then it's turning. And then that's Georgia right there, so it's going to turn and go straight up to us. Ain't that crazy? At least that's what the track's showing. It could change. Hope it does. Hope it goes straight across and goes on out in the Gulf and disappears. But I do hope we get some rain. Rain will be a good thing. Y'all stay safe, and thanks for stopping by, and I'll catch up with you for the show. Remember, every Wednesday and every Sunday we put up one of these videos. Y'all be good.